All right, so I know I'm a little late on this since the survey did come out like a few days ago, but we are going to be filling out the Etheria Restart beta test survey, which I'm actually excited to finally like talk about my thoughts. And as I fill it out, I'm just going to give my thoughts in general because I have been having a lot of fun with the beta. There are some things that I think could be improved, but I think as like a TLDR, I think that it is in a pretty good spot right now. And I think with a few tweaks, I think Etheria Restart is going to have a pretty solid launch. So let's not stall. Let's get right into the survey here. How much time do I spend playing the game on average? Probably like 1 to 2 hours. Actually, no, it's more than 2 hours. I would say. I have been playing a lot, not gonna lie. All right, how did we first learn about Etheria Restart? It was definitely influencer recommendations and guide websites. Oh, and also it was recommended to me. I'm not gonna lie, it was recommended. All right, rank the following descriptions by importance to you. Oh, is this like a ranking thing? Okay, it is a ranking thing. Okay, I think for me, it is probably team building. Yeah, I'm probably gonna rank that as 1. Then, yeah, it's turn-based gameplay definitely 2. Yeah, it's definitely 2 there. Actually, do I? So let me put, let me switch this up. Do that, yeah. And then afterwards, I'd probably say Summon Arena. I've actually had a lot of fun with the PvP. I'm not gonna lie. Like the PvP, it's a really cool system, and I think it's gonna have a lot of depth for once we have, once we have more than like a week and a half to like build up accounts and stuff like that. So Summon Arena is definitely awesome. Then after that, we are going to go play Shell Collection and Training. Then I will go probably Fair Gotcha Experience at 6. ETH Arena at 7. Honestly, for me, a Union is probably number 8. Like, it is cool, but I haven't had like a big Union or anything like that, so maybe that'll go up with time. Then Immersive Story at Worldview, and then Outfits at 10. I'm not a big like customization person, but I do love that even in the beta, they have a ton of skins already, which is really good for people who like outfits. Like, I think they're cool, but it's not something I'm like, oh my god, I have to have skins in this game or I'm not going to play it, right? That's not like the kind of player I am. All right, what motivates you to play Etheria Restart? Choose at most 3. So definitely want to collect more enemies. I'm not going to put lore, not going to put, well, maybe put the gacha, who knows. Boss fights are cool. And then, compete in PvP modes, because PvP is very fun. And as a content creator, it's a great way to have content pretty much whenever you want. So that is also a very good thing. Ooh, that's about Freya. Love that. Yes, I did get Freya. How would I rate the difficulty of obtaining the rate of SSR? I would say it was probably, like, I mean, luck-wise, I think I went, like, almost hard pity on the Freya banner. So it definitely wasn't, yeah, I mean, it definitely wasn't harder because it's a guarantee. And it is technically faster. So I would probably say easier than similar games. Yeah, and not only that, but also the amount of pulls they give too is really good. So I will definitely take that. All right, I've participated in the limited time events. Yeah, I did both of these, the Champions Call and Candy Party. Champions Call was honestly kind of mid. Like, it was something that did not reward players adequately. I'm gonna say most of the time. Because, I mean, I feel like if you won, you got, like, good rewards, but I did not win a single time in Champions, so I'm gonna keep it honest. Then Candy Party was solid. I did like Candy Party. I'm gonna give it 4 stars. It wasn't like, it was something, it's quick and easy, but it had good rewards. Or at least pretty decent rewards, for sure. All right, next page here. How frequently do you spend money on gaming? Typically, I am like a monthly pass kind of player. For the games I'm like the most, locked into. So I will say once a month. And average monthly spending, I'm gonna say, depending on how many games I'm playing, probably the second tier here. So nothing crazy, but yeah, that's usually where I am there. What factors influence your spending decisions? So for me, it is going to be, yeah, discount events definitely help. We do love discount events. I will say in-game content and probably time limited stuff like banners. that is something that probably does influence my spending. Which for Etheria Restarts beta, I only have bought the monthly pass because of the rebate thing that they're doing, and I bought 2 of the 99-cent packs. I haven't gone super crazy. Maybe I'll drop a little bit more before the beta ends, just so I can get some extra vouchers for when the full game comes out. But, you know, we'll see what I end up doing there. What content are you most likely to spend on? Dang, crazy how they know the target audience here. Good-looking animus. I mean, hey, if animus looks good, man, you know, I'm gonna pull for that. Whether it's a cool-looking guy or, you know, if it's a girl who's kind of a baddie, you know, I'll pull for them, you know. Meta sub, I honestly, oh wait, no, hold on, they have subscriptions though. We'll go with that first. Like for meta, I'm like on the fence of putting that, because I do like, yo, obviously the character's good, they're gonna be fun to run, but honestly, I'll probably go stamina refills, to be honest, because building up characters is going to be the biggest part of this game, especially with the PvP. Ooh, what new features would I like to see? The biggest thing I have complained about, which isn't like a super crazy thing, but I think would be helpful for a lot of players, because I feel like once you get to the mid game, a lot of the upgrades started to become kind of expensive. So I think that, yeah, let's see, I think that there should be a daily challenge stage where players can use stability, which is stamina, to farm for Etheria coins. Specifically, this would offset how, oh, it's slightly offset how expensive some of the later upgrades are for players. Yeah, that's really the only like main thing that I was like, yeah, I would like to see that. All right, through which channel did I learn about Etheria Restart? So I learned about it. It was mainly through YouTube, honestly, and friend recommendation. Oh, they now have Twitter on here. Okay, that's fine, honestly. What factors matter the most when choosing a new game? For me, yeah, core gameplay for one. That is definitely one thing. What else do we have here? Yeah, friends playing the game too. That is like, I feel like that is an important thing, especially for a game like Etheria with like unions. Because I feel like if you're the only one you know that plays Etheria and you don't have a union or anything, then you're just like missing out on a part of the game, right? So I think having friends that play it is awesome. I do think that for the other one there, probably, let's see, actually, yeah, I'll probably do music and voiceover, because I mean, I do play games in with Japanese voiceover pretty much whenever I can, but this game is like right now it is only in Chinese and Japanese, which hopefully it gets an English dub regardless of whether or not I'm going to use it, because I think it is good to have that. All right, let's see. So have you watched these Etheria Restart official videos? I know I watched the Freya one, right? The Freya PV. I mean, it was like, it was all right. I'll give it 3 stars. Like, it wasn't anything out that blew me out of the water, but like, it was all right there. Based on your current gameplay experience, with suggestions or feedback, what do you like to share with our dev team? So for me personally, I think the final test is a pretty solid game overall, as long as the official release has a similar, if not greater, amount of generosity for the players, as well as better events. I think Etheria Restart will be an amazing game. Yeah, because honestly, like, there's not really like things where I'm like, man, this is annoying, outside of like the, you know, currency thing, because I do think that some currency should be, you know, harder to get than others, right? So some things aren't like completely bad, but I do think that we are in a pretty solid, you know, space where the game is right now. So let's actually, yeah, let's just submit that. That's really all I need to say for that, to be honest. Like, there's not really too many negatives I have right now. Obviously, like, if I have negatives that come up in the future, I'll definitely cover them, because I think it is important to, while I do enjoy the game overall, if there's stuff I don't like or I think that could be a problem, I think that it's good to bring light to those things. So that is that survey for me. And my overall thoughts, you know, like I said, I think the game is pretty solid. And I think with like a few tweaks, it could definitely become a lot better. But I'd love to hear what you all think in the comments down below, especially if you have been playing the open beta. I know we still have a few more days of it, but thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed and want to see more content from me, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I do plan to have a bunch of Etheria Restart content coming out in the coming weeks leading up to the official release and of course afterwards. But with that, everyone, I will see you all next time.